Morning guys, and very welcome to another episode of Rusty Inventions. Oh, look at the state of me. It's all hair I've got on my head left. I should comb it. Anyways, I'm gonna try again today. Sorry again for last week, or last week. The chaos with my videos. It's just sometimes it's very upsetting. Anyways, I don't want to dwell on it. I'm gonna get on with it. Thank you very much for all the subscriptions, the likes, the encouragement I always get. You guys make it worth it for me. Makes me want to do another episode and some more content. Thank you for the encouragement of, the people on the board. They are precious, just point them all out. You all know them probably by name by now. Thank you very much. Like I said before, Afrikaans, baie dankie. The easiest way my uncle always say is buy a donkey. It's thank you very much. Anyways, I'm working on the bandsaw. I have just cleaned the bench up a little. I have taken the bearing block off again. My idea is to loosely fit the motor in, because I need to work out what length of drive shaft I need on this. So if I put the motor back in, I can see how much of the shaft is poking through the face of the saw, and I can add it onto that and try and determine. That's going to be, I need to get my head around this still. That's going to help me determine how long this shaft needs to be going through there. As I said in the last video, you can see it now where I've in the footage I lost, by how I bored that out both sides for the bearings. This side is a little bit oversized. Saying that, it's not a sloppy fit, it's just a little looser than I would have actually liked it, because that side the bearing will have to get pushed in, which is good. This side I will make it good, I will just probably Loctite the outer of the bearing in. It's a bearing race, I don't know. Loctite in the background. Sorry, you can hear the fan running. It's winter. It's actually, the window is all musted up, but it is a bit chilly, so it's the heater fan running. I had a few ideas when I built a workshop on how to heat it up. I've put pipes underneath, and the idea was to make some kind of a boiler so that I can circulate the hot water under the floor, and that is probably still going to happen. I got it all in there. The pipes is poking through there on the bottom. I've just left it there, blanked it off for the minute, and the pipes is running through the whole workshop. I just bring more stuff in, which is, yeah, anyways. The church has redone their kitchen surfaces, so they gave me the old worktop, and under the lathe, again, future projects, under the lathe I want to take out the standard sort of, let me take the chair, the standard leg setup for the lathe, and I want to make a unit, drawers, because that's a little bit unpractical. You just chuck stuff in and you can't get to nothing. When you find it, you're crawling and dig stuff out from the back, which is a bit not very practical. So yeah, I want to build a unit for there, and then I want to do basically the same for the milling machine in the future. So worktops, perfect, free, even better. So yeah, I'll get to that in the future. Yeah, so I'm gonna just start setting this up. I think I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm not totally sure how I'm gonna do it, measuring up and stuff, and get to a sort of rough measurement. Probably start making it longer till I'm happy with the position of it when I offer it up and stuff, and then I can always just face it off, shorten it up to add on later on. Is probably going to be more painful, so I'll probably just try and make it oversized to start with, and then reduce it to the right size, hopefully, anyways. We'll see. Okay, so you set up above the lathe now. The workshop is getting at a good temperature. It's just mild, it's not warm. I don't want to sweat. After all, that's going to do no good. What I want to do though is I just want to extend this, you know, move the tailstock away a little so that I can get the full shaft cut in there. Okay, so that's pretty good there. Before I lock this down, that's it, lock that. Okay, so what I've done off camera, I've cut a piece of metal. I dug a piece of metal out, cut it to over length, longer than I need. Then I tried to get the centers, and I got it not bang on but close. So I'm just going to start turning it down, and I've punched the centers in, or drilled it in a little bit deeper so that I could start turning this. I have changed the chuck over to 3-jaw self-centering chuck. That is going to do the job. I've got a cutter I'm happy with, insert cutter, and what I basically want to do is just, and I should have really turned between centers, but this will do, I'm sure. So I'm going to start the machine up and just do a bit of cutting on this side, flip it over, and the idea is really just to clean it up, flip it over and then cut it from the other side as well. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, and I want to drive the lead screw so that can drive the tool. I'm happy there. I've still got it in a very slow feed. I can oil up more of this actually. Let's go for it. Very slow feed there. Let me just clean this valve out of the lead screw as I go. I'm not too sure if it's going to clean everything up in the first go. That's fine. Just going to let that run through. Let me speed up a little. It's going to take a while. Like I said, my feeds normally is quite slow. I prefer this. It's very short, little cuttings. Perfect. Well, saying that, as soon as it starts cutting all the way around, it's probably going to be longer. We'll see. Just going to run that through. I should really extend the shaft out a bit more because I have left excess. So this side is longer, or the whole shaft is longer than I need. It's a mystery shaft, a mystery piece of metal, although I'm pretty sure it's mild steel, nothing special. I don't think I need hardened steel for that shaft. I think it's going to do the job. Nothing is supposed to rub anyway. It's all on bearings. It should be fine. I don't have anything else anyways. So it will have to do. Or I will have to buy something again. And by the way, I'm slowly trying to buy, if I see a bargain coming around, keeping an eye on various metals, job lots on eBay, as well as castings and all sorts. Just need to keep an eye out. Some of the stuff is ridiculously expensive, and then you get a bargain in between. Now the latter is what I'm looking for, the bargains. I'm just slowly trying to get some stock for when I'm going to start doing the steam engines. Really, it's not just steam. I'll probably start off with steam. In the meantime, my old car, I've got an old Mercedes, it is knackered, and to be honest, I don't really agree with the laws and stuff here. The old car is knackered, I know, but to force people to buy another vehicle, I don't agree with that. Just because it's old and it's still running well. Emissions and that sort of thing I do understand, but to put an age limit on a car, that old car's emissions is a lot lower than most new cars, so I don't really agree with all of this. And to be honest, electrics, there's a lot that I don't like about electric cars, but I don't think we're going to agree on everything. sorry guys, the camera cut out. I think the battery slid out. Now you can't see the camera, but on the side of the camera I've got this microphone pickup, so I can't close the cap on it. And then I took it off the and that's, by the way, my setup there. Off the tripod the battery came out, and I've got a magnetic base on the bottom of the camera. Anyways, what I wanted to show you, and I have explained everything before, I noticed, I believe, it cut out as I took it off the lathe. Okay, so this is what I want to do. Actually, I think I have, because I saw the screen. So guys, anyways, forget about that. Hopefully I have explained that. Hopefully it makes sense. If I haven't, let's put you back on the lathe. Let's just see. Yeah, you're back on the lathe. Okay. Take all of this out for now. I can get it roughly. I should have done it different, because you don't want to move your setup once you set it up. Yeah, I do everything backwards. That's my style. I don't want that in there, otherwise it might drop out. Let me check. I've got the gear here, the old gear. It looks a lot different now. It's almost a shame to cut this thing with a grinder. I've cut the back end of it, and I just want to grip it on this side. I think I'm going to push the center in again, just to try and center it up, and I just want to take these, I hope you can see it, these rough cuts away, so it's going to be an interrupted cut. Yeah, insert cutters isn't the best for that, but I'll see what I got. I don't think I've got any cutters set up. I might have to dig something out, like tool steel or whatever cutter. My mind is dead now anyway on the terminology. So let me bring that in. Now I'm gonna have to work pretty close to the lathe. Right, let me lock that down. I'll push that back in there. My hands are probably in the way. Well, that'll do. Where's the lock? Lock the tailstock. Push that in there. Lock that down. Just gonna undo that. Push it in a little bit tighter. That'll do. Let me just put a bit more oil on the bearings of the machine. We don't want them to run dry. Now, I really, when I do the where's that all? When I do the work on a lathe, I want to change most of these oil nipples. I've got a plan with the oil nipple gun and everything. Hopefully I'll sort that out better. Okay. I'll just squirt a bit in there. I'm gonna, just for my sanity's sake, lock the carriage there. Take the lead screw out of gear. Lock the carriage there. and work with the top slide, because I don't want to run it in by power feed. Interrupted cut. Let me check. I'll grab some cutters out and I'll get you back in. I have been recording. I didn't even know I was recording. Okay. The back rake, I had to change that. Was almost negative. It's just a random tool bit, and I should have checked it. That's the one thing. The other thing is, I knew, I didn't want to say it out loud, but my tool bit was slightly high, but the bottom of it bottomed out on a tool holder, so on a tool post. So you guys are gonna be horrified. I don't have a milling machine or a surface grinder. A grinder, yes sir. So I took it down with a grinder a little. Don't judge too quickly, guys. Let's see what it does now. The other problem, I think, is this steel is a lot harder than I thought. So insert it is. I'm not going to jump straight on a carbide bit. I'll go with this insert, which is slightly cheaper. See what the results are on that. Better. It just sounds overall more healthy. What's the clever guy saying? Feeds and speeds and all of that stuff. I suppose that doesn't clarify this. Starting to sound a lot better. Now we're pretty much there. Slight look there. Oh, let me take a couple fell off still. That's it. Job done. Okay. So now I'll remove that. And I'll take a measurement. See what size I want to turn that board to. So 21.9. If I make it slightly under to start with, I'll zero it out anyway, my normal style. But that's safe. Switch this off because it will go flat, and bring the shaft back in. Now I'm going to turn that back out. Open the jaws up and move this away, the tailstock. Up and drop stuff. That's also my style, if you don't know it by now. I've got this other friend, they call him Murphy. I think it's closer to frickin' Murphy. The guy loves to mess up my work. It's a saying, Murphy's Law. I don't know if it's in all the countries, but in the UK definitely. Murphy's Law is when stuff just go wrong and it's not supposed to, or you didn't plan for it. It just happens. Okay, so I've got that. Let me do a light skim again. Saying it's a shame I don't have a what I really need, and I don't have it, is what's that name of that thing now? The thing that holds the shaft when you're turning and you can't get the center in. That thing. You know what I mean? That thing. I've got a monstrosity, a silly monstrosity that somebody made up, that I got with a lathe. Probably a previous, of course I said I'm dropping stuff, probably the previous fellas struggling with the same problem, so they made something up. So what I'm gonna do, or planning to do, give it a light skim and then bring the other thing out. Try and set it up on there, try and keep the center where it is, so I will support it. Thing is though, once I drilled it, I need to bore it, and I've got a steady rest, that's the word. Got it at last. I've got a following rest that basically fixed on to the cross slide, but on the saddle somewhere, I don't even know where. The problem is though, because I need to bore it out, I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe let me dig it out, see what I've got. Okay, so I'll give it another skim. I've dug it out, and it actually doesn't look that bad. Actually, it's got bearings, aluminium bearings. It's not that smooth. Well, I could do with a service, probably some oil. There's loads of hopefully sawdust in there, but this is basically what it looks like. I need to free the bearings up, and yeah, that could work. Drop it in there, hopefully. And how's the English saying, Bob's your uncle? I don't know about that one, but you know, hopefully it works. Okay, anyway, first of all I need to clean the surface up. Let's do that. Okay, so it doesn't actually look bad, this setup. Yeah, like I said, this 30 rest, I don't really look at it before. Let's see what it does. So start the machine up. suppose it will work. Nice. Okay. We'll take it out of gear. The lead screw. Move this over actually. Let me take out the cutter. So that's safe. And then I need to swap this bit out. Okay. Get the drill bit back in. I'm gonna, just to make sure, I'm gonna just give it a quick start with the old center drill bit, and then pick it up with another drill. Doesn't look too bad, saying that this bearing doesn't roll. It's alright, I'm sure it is. Our bearings, I did oil it up, but a used bearing like that is never the same again. Well, used is abused. A bearing laying about, it's never the same as a new bearing. I couldn't get all of the stuff out of it. The old rubbish. Let me check that. No, it's going in. I want it there. And there, so I can take measurements, because I don't have the old digits on it yet, let's say that. So it doesn't need to go too deep. We only want to go like 10 mil or so. I'll probably go slightly deeper, because I think the shaft will poke through. So if I take it about, what's that? Oh, that's zeroed. Oh, look at that, losing focus and track and everything. 12 mil, almost. Let's say 12, that's close enough. We want to go, let's say 20 more deep. So I set that at roughly 20, slightly over, and I'll measure that on the back of the old, you can't see it, tailstock. Let me bring it over slightly. The tailstock, so I can measure it here. Can you see that? Still not. Well, if you look that way, once that shaft start poking out, I can measure that on there. So that's how I do my critical measurements. Critical, really. So let's get a little bit of oil on the situation and start working it. You can see it coming out here. I only want to go and switch that off about 20 more. actually just gonna stop it there and check quickly on the 20 mil 20 mil should be well enough. Okay, so turn that back out and take a bigger bit. Now I do need to be careful. This here I don't want it over. I can get a big drill bit out. I don't want this to be over the drill bit size, or the drill bit over the size that I actually want to cut it. That seems to be fine. By eye, it didn't look fine. But yeah, I had an old vernier. I'm sure I could trust that for that measurement. That'll do. I still need to bore it out with a boring bar. Let's start that up. Oil on there. Right there. I just want to move my tailstock up a little so I can take a depth measurement, rough depth measurement, because I want to work to deeper side on this, on the, what do you call that, the angle thing on the drill bit, the cutting blade. So that's where I want to take my measurement to. Okay. Okay, I think I've got it a little bit better. It's not the best idea this. You need some sort of tensioning bar, or some way to tension these bearings up. So anyways, I should watch that I don't take too much off. I don't want to lose fitting. Anyway, that's sort of close to center. Hopefully it's going to be enough for my setup. That to pop in there, and we still got a way to go. Turn the wrong way. Okay, well, let's carry on then. just taking stuff out of my way. Anyways. I mean, this bearing idea or this steady rest idea, not stupid. I think there's a way to improve it, probably. Need some way to put tension on these bars. Now it's going to be backwards and forwards a little for a while till I get the right size, because I don't really want to overshot it. Saying that, I think we got it. Okay, so I reckon it's about time. Take the whole lot off, move it over to the press, and force it in. And then probably weld it up. Okay, I'll do that then. Okay guys, I've just dragged the old press a little bit forward, and I'm going to use it where it is, and you know what, is pushing that in with ease. So that is good. Okay, done, job done, easy as that. I love it, really nice. Okay, so that's flush on top. Now I can give it a light weld. I need to be careful though that I don't do the same like I did with the old press and weld the inside, because that's going to be catastrophic. Okay, I'll set that up and weld it quickly. Well, the metal is the metal that have the splines on it, the little insert. The mystery, it's a mystery as well. I don't know what material that is, but it sort of melted away on me, but not too bad. I reckon I've got it. Maybe my welder was too hot. That's alright. I really need to look into different ways of being able to weld. You know, brazing maybe would have been a good idea. It's too late now. It's not too bad. I just want to clean the outside of the shaft up a little, and then I'm going to create a shoulder on this side, because this is the engine drive or the motor drive side, and from there the bearing should slide on. I might even in the center have, not too sure if I'm gonna do it, but in the center I have a relief section, so a thinner section. I'll see. Let's see. So I've got the lead screw engaged. I'm going to start cutting this. Yeah, carriage is loose. Just clean the shaft up again. I just want to clean it up. I don't want to go over the top. because I need to create a shoulder there. So let's see. Yeah, you can see. Let me check the size actually. The bearing size was just over 25 on the inside. That is just over 30, so I've got a bit of play there. Let me take off a little bit more. Let's try and clean that up a bit better. Might as well go quite away with that. Because I need to cut anyway a lot of this away now. So gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I've got, it's not very smooth, I mean, it's alright actually, because that might give the bearing a bit more grip, as long as it's straight, which it is. With another bit I could have probably improved the cutting. So what I want to do now is I want to cut a relief in there, but with the relief I need to check the inside. Let me just undo that. Okay, so that's set down 0. Bearing to bearing is, let me actually do that. One goes like this. You can't really see what I've done, but between the bearings there's only about that much. So it seems like I've made a shaft way longer than I need. That's alright. Let me colour that in. I'll start it up actually. Get some colour on it. Beautiful. Might as well do the whole thing. Not gonna matter. Make it red. That'll do. Okay. So that's inside to inside. My bearing on the outside would be around, let me just see, a swarf on it. There. So there. Okay, want to cut a relief between them lines. And I want to power feed it, and I actually want to use this cutter is not set up. Let me swing that cutter over. So the tip is pointing towards the workpiece. I can get an even cut both sides like that. That'll do. Sometimes you just have to make a plan. I love it when a plan happens. Alright, I don't need a massive relief. With all of that oil on there, I lost my mark. That's pretty bloody stupid, if I have to say so myself. But not to worry, we'll redo the mark. Just so the bearing can slide a little bit easier down the center. And most of this anyway will get trimmed down. Remember, this shaft is quite a bit longer than I need, but gives me a chance for nice gripping, so that I could work on it. That's alright. Okay. Now the outer to outer, so that sits in there. Let me check. I can relieve it again. Make another relief. Outside of that, which is about there. Now this relieves my chain still, so I can start a relief there. Let's do that then. And I'm scarring it. I should have taken the tip away. Guys, I'm getting tired, it's getting a bit late, so I'll just quickly do this. Okay, that's close enough for my comfort. So guys, the bearings are gonna run there, one there, and then I will reduce it. It needs to get reduced quite a bit here. This, by my guesstimation, let's see, this is at the moment, I would say pretty close to an inch, yes, just under an inch, 24 mil, 24.77 millimeters, and it needs to go down to 15 and then to 12. So from roughly there, I need to go down, and it's only gonna be 36 mil from there, so it's only gonna be about that long still. So that's about the shaft there. So the shaft, and that's it, dry shaft, and that's excess. I have made it longer on purpose, and I will probably keep it longer on purpose, just to make sure that it all works out, and everything is in the right position. But I will have to recheck everything, remeasure everything, make sure it all works before I sign off on the job. I mean, to be honest, this episode, guys, I'm sure you've seen a lot better lathe work, metal work, turning work. I need to focus again when I edit this, so I keep all of the I've got metal, some spares. I'm losing my hair now. It's the only hair I got on my head, like I said. Anyways, yeah, so that's it for today. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, a blessed weekend. We're getting into Christmas season. At work, it was very hectic the last couple of weeks actually, getting Christmas lights up and getting everything ready for the season. It's a shopping mall as well as residential property, houses, flats, and yeah, there's a lot happening there. We've been running around backwards and forwards, and it's quite a big premises. Yeah, so I'm pretty tired actually, but I need to carry on, need to make some content. I did feel really bad this last week, the last time I made a video, because it's surprising how quickly when you work, when you do this sort of thing, making content, getting a channel together, how quickly it sort of almost binds you, tie you up, because I feel like it's my responsibility. You guys, you show so much love and care, and come back and watch my struggles, my crappy work, to be honest, and you show enthusiasm and stuff, and such nice messages. I really appreciate all of that. Thank you very much. I don't know what how many videos I will bring out through Christmas and what's gonna happen. It's not in my hands after all. Anyways, I hope you have a blessed weekend, and I just wish you all of the best. Okay, so that's it. Okay.